to do an overview of this 3D model I received recently. And this came from my 3D guy. Yes, I have a guy. And this is probably the 5th, 6th, or 7th 3D model I have received from him. I'm starting to lose track because he's made so many for me. But I'll talk more about him in a moment. First, let's talk about the shipping process, the packaging, and then we'll get to the model and the seller. As usual, the seller did a great job with the packaging, the shipping, and he made sure that the item was well protected. There was plenty of bubble wrap. Hold on, where did I put the box? All right, and this did ship priority mail, USPS, and the regular, normal, see if I can squeeze it in here, in the old post office box. Each piece was wrapped separately, and let me show you the pieces. Hold on one moment, I'll be back. Okay, I said the pieces, but I should have said parts. These are all the parts to this 3D model. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 large tendrils. 2 of them are attached to the model already. Plus this bag here has a bunch of smaller tendrils and pieces and parts in it. Hold on, I'll be back again. And let me point out all of the different pieces. I keep saying pieces. Let me point out all of the different parts to this. The base comes in 2 parts. This part, and I've already glued it together back here just so that it would support the figure when I put it on here. I didn't want it to split apart and have this fall down. So there's 2 pieces to the base. This large tendril here, it attaches to the base somewhere around here. And let me see, yep. This tendril here, and let me see, I think it's the lower body. Yep, the lower body, the abdomen, and the 2 arms, and those are all of the parts to this 3D model. Now let's do a 360 view of it, and then we'll come back and talk more about it. Overlook the background, folks. I already told you that it's just how it is. I do not have a lot of space to do everything I'd like to do. I wish I had a totally separate area where I could go and make videos, separate from where I work on the statues, separate from where I do everything else, but I cannot afford that luxury, so it's all done here, and it's hard to just keep everything straight and tidy. Let's see, what do I need to point out while he's doing his little dance? One thing I'm going to say about this figure, folks, is now this is no slight or statement about the seller or 3D printer. He did an outstanding job as always, did a great work on this. But this figure, this is a weird pose, folks. I mean, okay, from this angle, it looks okay. Still okay. Still okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Right there. I mean, what is he doing? Is he doing ballet? What is he doing right here? So this is really odd. And I think the hardest part about this figure is going to be trying to figure out how to set it up so that he is not at some weird angle and looks all awkward and funny. Probably going to just set it up like that right there, because it looks really, really weird. Okay. All right. He's spun around. He's twirled around enough. All right. So when he comes back, I'll stop it. I think that's a good pose right there. Stop. All right. Let's see what we can point out here. I don't know. There's not a whole lot to this, and for me, that's a good thing. I like simple stuff, especially the base. this base is simple. There's a lot of stuff on the base, but again, it is simple, and I like that. I like a base that's not got a lot of stuff that takes away from the statue. And this one, as I'm saying it, this one is borderline because it's got quite a bit going on here. It's really busy, but at the same time, it's not one of these big bases that's oversized and occupies a lot of space and room and height and takes away from the actual figure. And that's what I like. But that's it, folks. I like this, except for that weird pose. I like it. There's a lot of detail to it. Speaking of detail, let's get off this tripod, get up close and personal, get a close look, and then we're going to call this a wrap. All right, my music has stopped, so that's telling me that I'm getting a little long-winded and I need to wrap this up. So let's get a close look and let's spin him around one more time. And as you can see, there's some great detail on this figure. Those eyes look kind of weird. Focus. Looks like a lizard head. But then again, Carnage is an alien being, so I guess that fits. I will semi-assemble. I don't know if that's a term, but I will be doing that before I do the pre-planning and prep video, because I don't want these parts to get lost or get broken from just laying around in a box. But now, what I have to be careful with, and this is something I learned from one of my previous projects, I have to make sure I don't assemble a part that's going to interfere when I try to paint the figure. I did that with one of my other figures, so I just have to keep that in mind. And see, I'm up here talking and not focusing on the figure, so let's be quiet. Let's have a moment of silence and just focus on this great detail. And that's about it, folks. If you're interested in this model and where you can obtain one of these, please let me know. Leave a comment and I will give you the seller's information. He does good work. He communicates with you. If there's something going on, he will let you know. And he's reasonably priced. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out about this, and I really like this about this. Hold on, let's stop it. Find that good pose, looking for that money shot. I think that's it right there. Yeah. One thing I like about this is it's solid, folks. Let me give it the thumb test. Don't know if you can tell by that sound, but it's solid. Some statues are hollow, and I have to fill them with some type of filler, you know, plaster of Paris or baking soda, whatever. But with this one, I won't have to do that because this is solid, and I like that. And that's about it. There's not much else I can say about it. If you have any questions, comments, please let me know. Feel free to ask any questions you have. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. And please subscribe if you have not done so. There's plenty more good content coming up. Thank you. Bye. Trying to find that thumbnail. Let's see. Maybe right there. Let's see, right there maybe. That's it. That's it right there. That's the thumbnail shot, the money shot. All right, folks. Bye.